Okay, we have to talk about local manufacturing. This is particularly an African issue. Everybody will be aware of Africa's punishing experience during the pandemic with vaccines. They didn't get them. And this triggered until the pandemic was pretty much over. So Africa pretty much got through the pandemic without COVID vaccines. And this triggered a continent-wide political conversation about Africa's dependence on foreign entities for their medical products, vaccine, but right through to medical oxygen. So we know ASUs generate liquid oxygen on site, and there are ASU plants across Africa, but largely co-located where there's mining industry or big industry. So South Africa, places like that. That's fine. You just need to make sure that those ASUs are also serving the health system. But what about the parts, what about other ways of manufacturing oxygen products locally? What about PSA plants? They're very complicated. They're very expensive to ship. When something breaks down, the spare parts, you can wait months for a spare part from Europe or the US. How can we have a local manufacturing conversation with the medical oxygen industry? This is something Big Pharma's having at the moment with vaccine manufacturing, and Gabby just put $1 billion into oiling that conversation. Do we, as a global health group, do we need to find incentives or other ways to get into medical oxygen industry to start getting serious about what can be manufactured in low resource settings and what can't, and what does the industry need to do more of that? So I'm not going to give you a specific area, just the broad category of local manufacturing, including concentrators, the mobile concentrators, PSA plants. How can we make ASU plants more affordable in places that maybe don't have heavy industry? That's the conversation. It's not just for Africa, but it's predominantly an African conversation because the continent's been so dependent on others for their health products. So let's talk about that.